Do you ever feel like you've had to learn life's lessons, the same lesson over and over and over and over again before you got it? Well, God showed me and taught me some things in January of 1998 about that. And this is what He said. He said, to really learn one of life's lessons, the lesson must be spiritually taught, spiritually received, and then it can be spiritually heeded. In other words, He said, it must be spiritually taught by my Holy Spirit. It must be spiritually received by the person, and then it can be spiritually practiced, He said. And He said, isn't that really the parable of the seed? I teach the seed, He said. You hear the truth of the seed, and then you produce the crop. So often my children only stay around long enough to hear a portion of the truth. Then they try to raise a perfect crop. But they may not have heard how to tend to the seed of truth. They may not have heard how to water the seed of truth. And they may not have heard how to work the ground and fertilize the seed of truth. God said, receiving the truth is only the beginning. There is much more to producing a crop than only receiving the seed initially. God said, please hang around me for the full truth, for the full explanation regarding lessons that you want to learn from me. God said, I've got the full explanation. Sometimes you leave only with the blade of the plant growing, undeveloped and unprotected from forces who want to prevent the crop from producing. God said life is just like gardening, and it requires lesson upon lesson, truth upon truth to be successful and to produce a good crop. God said, let me teach you the full, complete subject, not just a few incomplete classes. He said, learning is actually progressive, just like gardening is progressive. And then He said, that's why I call the Garden of Eden where man walked and talked with me originally. That's why I called it the Garden of Eden, because he learned everything he needed to know about how to tend to the earth and how to keep his dominion in the earth. God said, Adam needed my teaching, and so do you in your Garden of Eden. Listen to those words of God about gardening. And when you hear a truth, go to God and have Him explain the entire truth to you in His way to teach you, because He knows you and He knows how to teach you about your Garden of Eden. Listen to God. He has the full explanation.